personas in for our clients because we have a little bit of a wide range. We're trying to target about 18 to 35-year-olds, those just out of high school, and also those in college and recent graduates. And so we've created Aaron, Rosh.
Love story inspires you to transform.
That works. And then up here, this side, you can. This is the nav bar, and then this explains the membership program.
Like when people click on your ads and they're on the landing page, they should, like, the max clicks that they should make once they're on there, it's 2. So you have to make it as simple as possible.
Absolutely sanctify our artists who are able to articulate the truth of what's there. The things that we're afraid to talk about in front of friends, family, and functional people, we're able to get that validation in the lyrics or in the storyline. One thing you don't ask in the editing process when you're helping people or you're sharing your stories is you don't ask what part is true and what part is fiction. And you don't talk about it outside of the journaling circle as if it is true.
Acknowledge the fact that even in suffering, he is unique and alone in the universe. No one can relieve him of his suffering or suffer in his place. His unique opportunity lies in the way in which he bears his burden. God will meet you and cover you because he already won the game in the Matrix. And a lie is simply not the truth, okay? It's any variation of the truth.
It's nonfiction. I would write, this is what I did today and this is how I felt. And then now trying to turn that into fiction is interesting. Out of the pain, and like when you're in it, it's just you don't really understand it, so you're trying to write about this thing that you don't really understand, and then it comes out, how do you say, ugly?
Yes.
Raw.
Yes.
If I feel like it's guiding me somewhere, and I'd like to see where it goes, and the artists that I'm interested in interviewing. Sorry, I'm a little out of breath because I'm holding my son. I'm a little he just woke up. I would like to interview Alex and Allison Gray. They are visionary artists.
The face, for now we know in part, then we shall know fully, even as I am fully known. That verse right there, verse 12, is the mystery of love. And it is actually the key ingredient on how God is able to reverse curses, namely the original curse of Eve, Lucifer, and Adam. Okay.
And I saw the love story. Being a journal artist is how I started, and I just fell in love with it. You know, I think we all, most everybody struggles with something in their life, and beautiful to get somebody to open up. Like, you can see when you ask a certain question and they're like, wow, I did not know that I was going to even go there, or they had no idea what they were going to say. And I just remember that point. She's like, I never thought I would look back at my younger self and be like, wow, I love that person and I wish I could hug them, and I wish I could be who I am now for who they were then. And that was just awesome. It's something I want to keep doing, interviewing people and really trying to open them up, and you yourself open up
by serving as a mirror darkly for Lucifer and integrating the shadow in his heart through her fierce faith in God's goodness. Adam's why. The codes of life. God created Adam out of the earth first and endowed him with the properties of God's love. God encoded the book of life within Adam's DNA and declared before all of creation that Adam is now God's son, made in God's image. Though Adam has the codes of the book of life within his DNA, it was also contained or sealed, and allowed to express only parts of the genome, also known as gene expression.
I think, you know what I mean? Like, do we focus it on the journals, getting them pre-ordered first, and then maybe try and knock that out, in January, February, by the end of February, early March, and then transition into this one? Yeah. Or do them simultaneously, maybe like 80% ad spend geared towards selling the journals, 20% toward this?
Then Love Story will get just enough. Affiliates will just get enough. We'll make it work, right, Ibrahim?
Right.
For the key milestones in general, do you want us to break down certain hits that we could theoretically promise already?
Yes.
Okay.
Our first loyalty is loyalty to our target market, which is the person actually suffering going through something. They're actually in heartbreak, they're suicidal, they don't know how to express this, they don't know how to ask for help, and suddenly they find themselves in a journaling circle with a bunch of people, or maybe not a bunch, maybe with 5 people that one of the journal producers decided to host in their living room, and they get a copy of the diary. They get connected on our website. That's another thing I want to use the money on is web development for specifically the ability for people to get connected online with.
One thing I was wondering about the website itself, do you want to create an online forum for those who might consider joining a circle? Because I know that the current website right now, it's kind of like an intro to everything. So is there a specific I was gonna say online chat room, but
and then again at 22 I was published in an anthology called Breaking Sad, and I can find the link on Amazon for that later. I don't have it with me right now, but that story was about when my dad died. My dad had passed away in prison, and I had had a really tumultuous relationship with him my whole life. He went to prison when I was 13, and he had been sick my whole life too. So between him being in and out of the hospital during my whole childhood and then him going to prison, I wasn't connected with him very much, and yet he had passed. He was not alive anymore. So I had to figure out how to reconcile feelings of bitterness and sadness and resentment and an unwavering love for my father. He's my father.
Journaling workshops. And it could be a legitimate side business for a lot of writers out there who want to, make money while doing what they love doing. So we're really catering to serious writers that want to turn their journal entries into a novel one day. The program itself, it's super spiritual. It's super, super spiritual. I'm taking a lot of the religions, different religions, Judeo-Christian, Buddhist, Taoist principles, and kind of putting it all together in love. And using Hero's Journey, Joseph Campbell, along with Jordan Peterson's Maps of Meaning, to produce 2 programs. The first one is called the Producer's Playbook, which I'm almost done writing the playbook. And the playbook itself isn't so much of what you need to do, step 1, get your pencils out. It's not like that. It's more of spiritual and conceptual of what love is and what love is not, and how to operate in love when you are in production as much as you can. Great way to communicate to any one of us.
Cool. The only time I got to escape from the busy world of the business lifestyle. I was like doing theater, singing in church, like basically doing things that gave me a lot more joy.
Here at John Carroll University in Cleveland, Ohio.
Got excited about this being something unique and something different and something that can really benefit, I think, young adults and just people in general who are interested in creatively expressing themselves. So it's been exciting to see, because I feel like we are really finally a team and seeing some letters of interest actually being submitted. So that's
to make sure people could save and store their journal entries and make friends virtually on paper, kind of like a pen pal, you know?
I got a degree in English with a minor in writing, and for the last year and a half or so, I was a writing assistant, so I really liked helping people with their writing.
I find myself working with a lot of the people that I work with, and they're recovering addicts, and that kind of that's a job that kind of happened on me. I wasn't expecting that at all, but that's where I'm placed at right now. With so far as the journaling process, I think that especially lately I've been really frustrated, so journaling has helped me a lot.
I really think that being able to write and the process that we have thus far helps uncover things that I'm sure have always been there but are harder to see, right? There's a guidance here. We have a way, a process, a formula that allows you to change your perspective just enough to see it. And that really helps me. I think my passions have always been writing and helping people. I think that in total, I think all of us share very similar passions. So a lot of the things that I would have to say would be, a duplicate of what everybody else has said already. I want to be there to help people. I want to help guide people, and I want to, pursue my own writing and my own creativity, my own outlets. My pursuit, I think right now, my biggest goals are being a good mom for my little person. Okay, landing pages, 45 landing pages. We'll go to the editors, and then once you guys have gone through it, absolutely at that point, send your final draft to the share. But
ways with the electronic and physical book combo, that people aren't familiar with that, number one, and then people aren't really familiar with connecting with other people's stories to help yourself heal. That's kind of a unique thing too. And we'll listen to them to go check it out.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I'm just realizing actually, is that it doesn't even just have to be YouTubers that talk about health or, mental well-being. It might actually be better in a way if it's completely other sort of genres of channel. So yeah.
That's the fruits of life, according to Corinthians 13:13. Hope, faith, and love, but the greatest of these is love. So, and as you can see, fear is opposing love. These two are constantly in flux.